This week we're flying into Bariloche. We've heard wonderful things about this place and decided to spend 2 weeks. We decided to go with a rental car that will allow us the opportunity to get out and explore some of the hikes in the mountains and surrounding areas. For the 2 weeks we were staying here, we also rented a 3-bedroom house for just over $50 per night.
I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little bro George. This is Mama Pig. This is Guy Pig. Bariloche is known for their chocolate shops. On the main street, there's a whole bunch of chocolate shops, like right across from each other.
There were many chocolate shops like Mamushka, Turista, Rapa Nui, and many, many more.
And we had a lot of fun going into each chocolate shop and getting samples. And their chocolate is just so good here.
Here at Rapa Nui, we decided to get a waffle, and we got ours with strawberries, blueberries, and some vanilla ice cream, and it has been delicious so far. One of the things we really liked about this area is that it was really well decorated for Christmas. In the city center, there were so many lights, and one night we decided to go and just walk around and enjoy all of the lights that were up.
So we've arrived in Bariloche and we're doing our first hike today. It's the Rio trail, or hike up a mountain, I think it is. And it's gonna take us up to one of the 10 most beautiful views in the world, says National Geographic. We opted out of taking the chairlift and doing our trail hike instead, and see how it goes.
Activating those glutes on the way up here. Getting a little warmer as we go.
Once we reached the top of Cerro Campanario, it was a beautiful sight, and just we could see so many lakes and the different mountains around. Set out this morning for a drive around the small circuit. So we're going to be doing a loop all the way around here. We're going to park at the Yao Yao Hotel there and then hike up this little hill here. It's a beautiful sunshiny day here. This is the panoramic view that you're supposed to stop at, get a view of the mountains, and this hotel there. So looking forward to a good day.
We are on our 10K hike up to the top of the mountain. It will take 5 hours.
Just heading through a cool little part of the forest here that I don't know what kind of trees they are, but they what are they, Am? Aryan trees. Along the hike we saw lots of views of the lakes and the mountains, the different forested area. A really nice place to hike.
We're now on our way climbing up the mountain of our hike. The Xiao Xiao hike will hopefully get to the top.
I found a chair that someone had carved out in the tree stump that had fallen down.
Just for you.
Really pretty, eh?
Yeah, really nice. Made it up to the top of the mountain here with some awesome views out overlooking the lakes, snow-capped mountains. The hike itself wasn't too bad of an incline. There was parts where it was fairly steep, but a little bit less of an incline than our hike yesterday. But the views I think are almost better because it's a bit of a remote setting up here. There's not a chairlift that takes other travelers to the top, so
yeah, it's pretty cool.
But we also today seem to get closer to the mountains, and so it's kind of prettier because it has less town in the background.
While we were sitting down, I almost got attacked by a hawk.
One day we drove about 45 minutes out of town to a little village called Colonial Suiza, and they're known for their artisans and little trinkets that you can buy there. But one of the attracting features is the restaurant that does a curanto. Curanto is when they heat up the coals, heat up the rocks with the fire, and then bury the food. So first we watched them start the fire and heat up the rocks. Then they took out the coals. There was so much food just in bins and tubs. Once the coals were taken out, they layered fig branches over top of the coals and then dumped all of the bins of meat and vegetables on top. This was then layered on top with another row of fig branches. Then they laid burlap on top of that to kind of protect it. Finally, they covered the whole thing with dirt, literally burying the food underground. We were told to come back in about an hour and a half, where they kind of did the whole thing in reverse and uncovered the cooked meat and food. We were really amazed that in that short time that all of these potatoes and big cuts of meat could be cooked in that time.
So we're now on our second course of our meal. First, they came out with sausage and potato, which were delicious. And now we are on to our chicken and apple. And the apple is amazing. The next day, we did a food tour. Our food tour was a walking tour, and so we walked around to 7 different places. We started off with a cheese and meat restaurant. We went to a place with cheese and crackers. We had some empanadas, had some sausage on a bun, and another meat restaurant. And we finished it off with some ice cream. Really good. We tried 5 different kinds of ice cream here.
Remember, there's 2 different
houses.
houses. This is the ice
dulce
cream.
de leche. We had a mix of raspberry and blackberry, and then what was this one?
Vanilla with rose hips.
And then
Mate.
a mate. Stay tuned for our next week of adventures in Bariloche.